Westin Outlaw rear bumper for the Tacoma. It's a great option. It gets rid of the factory trailer hitch, picks it up, puts it right up here underneath the license plate, keeps it out of the way for when you need it. Also got great cutouts for backup lights on it. The only issue I've had with it so far is the blind spot backup sensors. They don't work. I mean to call Westin for a while now to figure out what's wrong with that. Other than that, it's a great solid bumper, low profile, gives you a better departure angle, and it looks good. It has these cutouts and holes for pods that fit in there perfectly, give you a good angle with the floods, allowing you to see what you're backing up into on both sides. They fit in there perfectly. If you come up underneath, you can see there's quite a bit of room for them where they don't get in the way of anything. And the flat top surface here is pretty convenient when you're trying to stand up on it and get to the rooftop tent. Other than that, overall great bumper. Easy to install, did it in about 2 hours with removing the old one. You just need someone at the end to help you hold it up, to help you get the bolts in. And all the bolts go into the factory frame, the holes that are already there from the factory, from your original bumper trailer system. That's the Westin Outlaw rear bumper for a 3rd gen Tacoma. So there are a few things that I really like about the bumper and I really don't like about it. We'll start with the pros. One of the pros is that it's one of the cheaper bumper options out there. It's about $900 for both the trailer hitch and the rear bumper itself, which isn't cheap, but then again, it is under $1,000. Another really nice feature about it is it relocates the trailer hitch up and out of the way, which really helps your departure angle and just gives you a little bit more ground clearance, especially for a pickup truck where the back end is hanging a lot more over the rear tires compared to something like a Jeep. Another thing that I really like about it is that there's those pre-cut holes in the bumper for the pods, so there's no drilling that needs to be done at all to put those pods in the rear bumper. You just place them in and you can use the bolts that are in there already on the bumper or whichever ones you want to. Another thing I liked about it is there's no cutting or drilling needed at all to put the bumper on. It just fits into the factory holes where the factory bumper fit in there, along with the trailer hitch that may or may not have come with your Tacoma. Another thing that's kind of nice about it is that it's not the heaviest thing in the world. It doesn't sag the back end of my truck any more than the factory bumper. And then we have the cons for it. My biggest con, and the one thing I really don't like about the bumper, is that there are no recovery points on the back of it. You have to buy one of those trailer hitches with a D-ring on it to have a tow point on the back. Another problem that might just be a problem of me reading the instructions wrong is the backup sensors don't work on it. They have a little plastic rubber caps that go on top of them to keep them on place. That might be what I'm doing wrong, but they just don't work currently. And then the other problem I had with it is there's no lights for the license plate. It comes with a little LED strip that you have to stick on there and zip tie, but I didn't think that was the most durable thing. So I went on to Amazon and bought these bolts that have lights on the end of them that feed through the license plate, the holes on the top of the license plate. I'll put a link to those in the description below. But that's how I solved that, which I think was just a little bit extra work that had to be done that could have been thought about when they were making the bumper. But overall, I'd recommend the bumper. It's really strong and sturdy considering what the price is of it, and it looks pretty good for what it is. But at the end of the day, you do have to remember there are a few cons. The biggest one for me being is there's no recovery points on the back of the bumper. That's it on the bumper. I hope this was helpful to you. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments below. Thank you. Have a nice day.